Hello everyone, welcome to the channel again. So in the last video we studied about Philip Sidney. We saw that how he was having inspiration by looking backward on the classical thinkers and how he introduced few of the concepts to us. That poet is the creator and poetry is superior to the philosophy and history. Poetry is powerful enough to move people to virtue rather than anything else that is present here like philosophy and history. He introduced three types of poetry that is there like religious, philosophical or scientific and imaginative, saying that the poet who tries to write through his imagination is actually the true form of the poetry. These were few of the concepts which we studied while we read about the Philip Sidney in the last video. Now, moving forward in the next video, in this video, we are going to study about the John Dryden, who is also Renaissance critique and who is sitting between the two ages at the same time. He is Renaissance enough to discuss, debate, and have an open conversation. And at the same time, he is a believer of following the rules, system, and orders at the same time. He is also known as the father of English criticism. John Dryden was born in 1631 and he became poet laureate in 1668. The word poet laureate means that the king officially accepted him as the best of his time. He wrote an essay of dramatic poesy in 1668, and before understanding that what it is about, we should know that why he wrote this. So during the year which he wrote this essay, this work for literary criticism, that year brought catastrophe back to back. Like first Great Plague happened, then Great Fire of London happened in 1666. At that point of time, theaters were closed and people got enough time. All the intellectual people that were there, they got enough time to sit and think that what is actually the great drama, what makes any work great, and should we follow the traditional rule or strict rules that were made by French, or should we use something which is free, which does not have any restriction. These were the dialogues and debates that were happening at that time. So John Dryden took this positively and he tried to answer the question that could be answerable to all of the people that were there. So he wrote an essay of dramatic poesy as a response to this, to know that what actually could be the future of English literature. So an essay of dramatic poesy, it is written in the dialogue form, and it is written by John Dryden, where he has taken the four characters who are sitting on the boat and they are seeing far from the boat. The boat is in the river Thames and they are seeing the English naval battle with the Dutch, and then they are discussing that what is actually needs to be talked about. So there are four characters which are there like Crites, Eugenius, Lycidius and Neander himself with John Dryden, and I will name the other characters in the screen, that what exactly are the persons whom these characters are portraying. Crites is the person who is in the sides that classical learning, the texts which are from Greeks and Romans, they are superior than anything else. Eugenius is the person who says that modern text and modern literature is superior to ancient text. Lycidius is a person who follows the French drama, saying that French is superior to English drama. And Neander, John Dryden himself, he supports the English drama and gives points against all these things. Now, it shows us the one important factor as well. If John Dryden would have wanted, then he would have presented one thing, one fixed scenario, one fixed theoretical lens, and said that this is what I think. He was a poet laureate and he could have done that easily, but he didn't do it. He tried to portray all the perspectives that could be there from the characters and that what could people may think, and tried to answer in the best way. So the first thing which is going on there, that there are two debates that are going. Okay, first it is about ancient and modern, and the second is about French drama and English drama. Ancient versus modern, French drama versus English drama. When ancient and modern text is being discussed, ancient has been represented by Crites and modern has been represented by Eugenius. Crites says that it is all about classical, it is all about Roman and Greek text, and they have already discovered each and everything that needed to be discovered. Now there is nothing left which modern have to discover, then that moderns have to discover. This was the take of Crites, to which Eugenius, who was supporting the modern writers, he said that no, I accept that it all started with the classical writers, it all started from them, but modern is something which is built on ancient text. So we can say that we are building everything on that knowledge. So it is far more better than what we have already studied, ancients. So it is better. These were the two arguments that were given by Crites and Eugenius. Now, moving forward, it is about French drama and English drama. French drama was supported by Lycidius, and English drama was supported by Neander, who was John Dryden himself. Now, French drama was supported by the claims that it follows classical unities. It follows unity of place, unity of action, unity of time, that whatever the rules are there, it follows that. French drama, it follows that. Okay. And it also says that we do not show bloodshed to the live audience. We do not show quarrel that is there, because we want to maintain the decorum among the audience. To which John Dryden, who was supporting English drama, he says that how is it possible, if the real thing that is happening, if the real bloodshed is there, then without portraying that uh, in the theater, how can you make the audience feel the thrift over there? The audience will not feel that thing. It will feel bored. The work of drama is to make them move, is to make them feel. If we will not show them, then how are you serving the people? How are you serving the audience? John Dryden said, he also showed the comparison between Ben Jonson and Shakespeare, saying that these are the greatest of our time, which we have seen till now, and saying that neither were good, but both were excellent at their own place. Saying that a good critique, if there is any good critique, they should not base on the standardized way. They should accept whatever a writer has to offer, whatever a critic has to offer, and see that what excellent work these writers had already done. These were the views of John Dryden. He also told that our writers, English drama writers, they have introduced tragicomedy, saying that we mix tragedy and comedy together at the same time, because this is the reality. This is the real world where sorrow and comedy exist at the same time, in the real world in which people are living. So the same thing is happening, and same thing we are showing in the theater as well. So that is close to the reality, and that is important for us. However, French used to think tragicomedy is an insult to the theater. It is not good, because if you are portraying comedy, then you should only portray comedy. If you are portraying tragedy, you should not add any element of comedy in that. This was the belief of French critic, while John Dryden proved his claims that why it is important. These were some of the claims that were portrayed by them. The next argument that was happening there was blank verse versus rhyme. So they were thinking that should we accept blank verse, or should we add rhyme to it? Neander was in support of rhyme, saying that it adds, it elevates things, it makes them beautiful. So we should add rhyme. Wherever Lycidius was in support of blank verse, saying that it should be unrhymed iambic pentameter. It should be real, because in the real life situation we do not use rhymes to tell and describe a situation. So we should not use rhyme to make it feel look like real. So there are various arguments, there are various things that were described according to the mindset they were having, according to the situation of that time, of that generation that was actually happening at that time. So John Dryden also gave the definition of the play, which I will state here or there. And he also introduced the practical criticism. His main aim was the drama should elevate. It should be portrayed in such a way that people feel that they are motivated, they are moved, they are elevated. Most of the things which we have studied till now, they are having here and or there, they are having that aim that it should elevate people. It should involve some kind of elevation into them. That is John Dryden to us. And that is it for today. And with that, we come to an end to Renaissance critics video. In the next video, we will be studying about the neoclassical critics. See you there.